What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video for our Red Dragon Archfiend deck. I'm pretty sure this is episode 11 if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'm sorry if I forgot because I am a bit tired. I just came home from locals like not too long ago. We of course played our Red Dragon Archfiend Centurion budget pile, whatever you want to call it. I should be getting some more cards for this deck soon, thanks to some trades. But let's get into the deck profile. I will explain. So for round 1 I played versus Snake Eye Melodious, which is a new type of Snake Eye deck. Round 2 I versed against Branded. Round 3 was Dragon Link, and round 4 was Voiceless Voice. I came X4 today because I kept on bricking, but I'm going to be solving that issue soon, hopefully. So for the starters, we're on 3 Soul Resonator, 3 Resonator Call, 2 Crimson Gaia, 2 Stone Sweeper, 3 Bone Archfiend, 1 Foolish Burial, and 3 Void Apocalypse. I upped call up to 3, and I will show you guys why in a sec. Also, I decided to play white sleeves for this deck. Obviously, you're like, Red Dragon Archfiend doesn't really look cool in white sleeves. Why would you go white sleeves? I just think white sleeves are like the cleanest looking sleeves in my opinion. I've never actually owned a set of white sleeves, so I thought I'd try them out, and they look nice. Like, literally, it looks like Bone Archfiend went to the laundromat and back, because he looks so clean in white sleeves. I swear. I'm loving these sleeves. For the rest of the engine requirements, 2 Vision Resonator, 1 Crimson, 1 Synchron. This was my Resonator lineup. I'm regretting cutting this down to 1. I wanted to try it at 1 because the Crimson line loses harder to Nibiru, and I'm not on, well, you're about to see in a second, but the Nib combo is a little bit different than what it usually was. I'm still on the Obsessive UV Loop and the Red Zone, of course, because the grind game that these two cards offer is insane. But I'm no longer on Salamander Catalyzer because I found a new combo to Nibiru, but I might go back to the old ways because I'm starting to see why Pure is somewhat better, but I'm trying to learn new lines because I'm kind of getting bored of always playing the same deck, and I want to try things new. That's why I'm on the Centurion package. So 1 Gorgoyle, 1 Emeth. Sided this out every game because you don't normally play this anyway. I'm just playing it as a for fun thing. 2 Bonds. I went up to 2, that way I can try to see it. Didn't see it. I only seen it like once or twice, and then I always sided them out for game 2 and 3. 1 Awakening. Never got to use this line once. I was kind of disappointed, but I might try to fix that by bumping this up to 2. Might just play 2 Gargoyle, 1 MF9, so I can try to see more Centurion names. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. Hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Ghost Mourner, 3 Nibiru. I might go back down to 9 instead of playing 12, though. I was considering cutting these and just playing these 9. Because playing 12 now in this new format isn't that great. So I might bring it down to 9 and play maybe the second Crimson. I might try the Salamander Catalyzer and maybe like Called By or like something else to replace that with. And just play 9 instead, but this was my hand shot lineup, and it wasn't too bad. Extra deck hasn't changed, but I'll show it anyway. It's 2 Red Dragon Archfiend, or 2 Red Rising, my bad. 2 Red Dragon Archfiend, 1 Scarred, 1 Scarlight, 1 Cubelt, 1 Dark End, 1 Abyss, Bane, Spatter, Dragodios, Supernova, Calamity, and Oxala. Calamity never comes up anymore. I might just take it out, but I might be able to get a Crimson Dragon, so might not. And then the rest is just all mandatory. Oxala, of course, for the Centurion line. Dragodios came up a couple times today. Really decent card. Bane came up once to tribute itself to get back Scarred, because I could have went Red Dragon Archfiend, but I never had Soul Engrave. So I just went for the Bane play to get back Scarred on the field. Abyss never summoned it once today, because I never went through the Crimson line. Dark End Dragon came up a couple times as, like, removal. Cubelt never got to summon it once today. But Scarlight came in clutch a couple times today, which was really nice. I never summoned Red Rising once. I'm going to make another video explaining the new lines, because this card, I don't think it's mandatory anymore. Like, I'm still going to obviously have to play it because I'm playing Crimson at 1. But, like, Red Rising Dragon, there's no reason to just straight up lock yourself into Dark Dragon Synchros. Even though that's all I'm playing in the extra deck, I never made this once. I'll show you guys the combos after. They are kind of worser than before, but this is just experimenting. It might not stay the same. So for side deck, on the 3 Bestials and 3 Ghost Ogre, of course. For Tempai, never got to verse against it today, but there were a couple Tempai players. We have our back row removal, 2 Cosmics and Eccentric, of course. Never sided these in once. Same thing with the Evenlies and the 2 Dark Ruler, never sided them once. Didn't come across any shifter decks today, which I really liked because that means I didn't have to side this in. But kind of feels like this thing doesn't come up anymore. I might have to try to learn new shifter lines instead of the one we found, instead of having to waste our Q belt for the level 7 play. But apart from that, I'm liking the deck changes. I could probably do a quick test hand, but I will not be showing you guys the nib combo unless I get it. Only because this video, it's not that it's getting long, but I'm kind of tired today. So I'm just going to do a quick test hand for you guys. Just because we have the time and this video is kind of short. Because obviously showing deck profiles every single time, it's kind of getting boring for you guys. I can probably guess, so I'll show you guys that. I'm just going to do a quick little power cut. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we get. Soul, Sweeper, Vision, Sweeper, Gargoyle. So this is literally, we can just play through Nib with this. I'll show you guys the combo. Normal Summon Soul effect. We're going to assume our opponent only has Nibiru. So we're going to add our Bone Archfiend. And since we opened the Gargoyle, which is nice, we can go Bone Effect, send for cost to summon. Effect target. Soul. To dump the, of course, normally you'd be like, dump Crimson Resonator. Do the Crimson line. Not anymore. We dump Obsessive UV Loop and make Soul level 8. You only want to do this line if you have access to Vision Resonator. We did open 2 Stone Sweepers, so we have discard fodder if we need it. So we synchro these 2 to make a level 8. Make Scarred, of course. Can then special summon Vision and synchro these 2 to make the Spatter. So we go chain 1, Scarred, chain 2, Vision. We can do it the other way around if we want, but assuming we get, let's say we get Nibiru'd here, like, because, like, they don't know what the deck does, because not everyone knows what RDA does. So our Disbatter gets tributed for a token. I'm just going to use this sleeve as a token. And then our Vision resolves to add one thing I misplayed for this combo is at the tournament, I did do the Nibiru line. Forgot to add Gaia, I just straight up added Red Zone. That's what cost me the game. And then, of course, we summon Red Dragon Archfiend off of Scarred. We then go Obsessive UV Loop effect. We're going to use both its effects, so we're going to banish Disbatter from Grave. If we didn't get Nibiru'd, we'd send it from Field. Banish it and Scarred to add it to hand and then summon it. And synchro with Red Dragon Archfiend to make Oxala. Then Oxala and summon would add a Turion card, but we already opened Gargoyle, so we're going to search the counter trap. True Awakening. We're going to activate Crimson Gaia, activate the effect to search Red Zone, and set our traps, and pass like this. So for our opponent's turn, we have our end phase Oxala, of course, would set the Gargoyle. So we have an Omni Negate with Awakening by tributing the Gargoyle. That would trigger Gaia to summon Red Dragon Archfiend. Or we'd be able to trigger it regardless because we have Red Zone to summon back the Disbatter. So Disbatter would shuffle back Scarred to negate something. Gaia would trigger summon this. We didn't go through this already. So we have an Omni Negate plus 2 pops. Assuming we didn't get this, though, we have 2 pops through Nibiru, which isn't too bad. I'll go more in-depth with these combos in another video, but this is just what we're testing now. I'll probably put the second Crimson back in if I'm still testing, alright? So, bear with me. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys like the white sleeves if you want, because I do love them. Obviously, they're better than playing green with RDA, because, like, it's Red Dragon Archfiend. You want to play red, or you want to play, like, sometimes people can go black. Probably black and red with the extra deck. That would look cool. Or the RDA sleeves if you have those from OCG. But, yep. Let me know if you guys thought about this episode video. And, I will see y'all probably maybe soon. Either way, y'all will see me next week. So, see you guys then.